Hello everybody and welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to talk about higher education and why I think higher education for the most part is useless. Since I was little, I was brainwashed into this idea that I have to have a university degree, that without a university degree I would end up being a bum or work in McDonald's for the rest of my life. What a great choice. But is that really true? It is true that in order to be a doctor, you have to finish medical school. Otherwise, government will not allow you to practice medicine. Same thing goes for attorneys. They have to finish law school and pass bar exams to practice law. It's also nearly impossible to be a qualified engineer or scientist or even an accountant without going to university. But for people like me, you see, it's a little bit different. I'm not really a 1, 2, 3 kind of guy. I'm more of an ABC kind of guy. And for us, ABC guys and girls, going to university may not necessarily be the best option. I graduated about 3 years ago with an associate degree in social science. And I have to say my social science diploma is about as useful as toilet paper. In fact, toilet paper is more comfortable in wiping butt. I haven't really learned a single thing from college that I couldn't learn by myself. In fact, I would probably do a better job teaching myself these things. I would expose myself to different points of views instead of indoctrinated by one politically correct way of learning about social science. In case wasted time is not enough to deter you from going to university, there is another thing to consider, is that university will lead you to hard financial times unless you are very rich. I've met quite a few people who owed more than $50,000 in student loans. And it's okay if you are a qualified engineer. You will pay off that student loan in about 2 or 3 years. But I've met people who owed that $50,000 while working for minimum wage in retail and restaurants. They couldn't find an employer who would need their gender studies degree. I don't think working as a cashier requires that kind of education. You see, before people were taught that any kind of bachelor's degree would get you that house in suburbs. But as we can see with ABC kind of degree, you often will not even be able to afford a doghouse in suburbs or anywhere else for that matter. In fact, for us ABC guys and girls, learning in class environment is not really a good option. Like if you want to study a foreign language, for example, the best option for you would be going to a foreign country and speaking to locals. You can learn a foreign language much better than going to class. Same thing goes for subjects such as history. You can do a better job reading different kinds of history books and watching videos instead of going to classes and maybe reading 1 or 2 books. I'm not even talking about subjects such as music. In fact, the best musicians were not even able to read music, such as the Beatles and Rolling Stones. So why waste your time going to a goddamn university? Perhaps I should go to university to be a vlogger. Just kidding. Peace.